Hey, hey, hey. Hey, okay. Out to the pay, for the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it. Okay, out to the pay, for the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it.
Honestly, I've been waiting for this for about 10 years. Been waiting for this battle about 10 years, fellas.
What you been waiting for now?
Been waiting for Drake to acknowledge it. And Kendrick's been, I feel like he's been shooting for a while now. All we got was little subs. You can't tell who he's talking about. We finally got contact. You know what I'm saying? But just I ain't really got people who know me know I've been a Kendrick fan since high school. But I just want to paint the picture of this man. Like I was listening, I was talking to my homies at the barbershop.
Well, first, before you even get into it, shout out to all of our followers on Instagram, subscribers on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all that. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, shout out to Guapcoin.
Guapcoin.
You know, cryptocurrency for the culture, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get to it, you know.
Damn, bro, it's been a minute.
Has been a while.
I'm out of rhythm.
Has been a while. Let me see. So like, I go back to just to paint a picture of who Kendrick is.
Is this gonna turn into it just like you praising Kendrick the whole episode?
I'm just gonna read a little bit of lyrics, and we're gonna see.
What year are these lyrics from?
This is from Control's Black Lip Bastard remix. This was 2012. This is just paint what kind of nigga this is. This nigga says, I look inside my parking garage, see a collage of every person I despised since the moment I turned 5. Calculate my steps and strategically took my time. Even falling off, I land on the ass of Nicki Minaj. So soft, eat that pink pussy like it's Friday. Bust one, Roman reload, then smoke to Sade. And somebody tell Rihanna too, I want that vagina too. But it's just like when Drake's upset about Control, he's been saying wild shit for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, in these lyrics, it hits a little bit different 10 years, 12 years later. You know what I'm saying? And, well, I'll bring it to, I got another one, but we can bring that up when we talk about some of the disses. But this dude he's not right upstairs. He's not right upstairs. And it's like, you want to engage with him? Okay. That's not a good idea, but, you know what I mean? You could go for it.
He's exactly what it needs to be, brother, to make a good artist.
You know what I mean?
That's why niggas call him the boogeyman. Because when he turn it on, you want to get off that train.
He just now earned that name of the boogeyman. I'm going to just be clear.
Yo, stop it.
I'm going to just be clear.
Stop.
When they was calling him the boogeyman before, I ain't know why. I'm like, why is y'all calling him the boogeyman? Now he's earned that name for sure.
As a fan, like he's valid.
He's definitely earned the name.
Because nobody engaged with him. Nobody was trying to do that. And then he just cemented it like, nah.
See, I'm about to turn this into he cemented it. Turn this into bro.
Nah,
I'm trying to go with
Come on,
peace.
bro.
I gotta praise, buddy.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, we just started off the episode with niggas just praising and come on, bro.
Yeah, you never read lyrics.
Come on, bro.
I just want to paint the picture.
You seen, I was like, how long ago were these lyrics? 2012.
I'm just painting the picture on who this man is.
He different.
So, in the culture, in the hip hop world, we all know. Would y'all say that this is the biggest rap beef or biggest rap feud of all time?
That I've lived through. Yeah.
I
say
yes.
Yes, okay.
I say yes in general.
Kendrick versus Drake. So what would you say was the first original shot by whomever to even start this feud or beef or tension that they've had for a long time?
Some people would say Control. I definitely say Control is when the game started to get a little shaky. Because when he said all the people's names, I consider them people, like all them 12 people to be some of the 12 biggest artists from their class and have grown to be bigger. You know, not including like Nipsey, but you know, Mac, Meek, all them people he named. Ever since then, is been up, and that's why when you say he just now earning the title Boogeyman, I understand, but at the same time, I feel like he kind of started the narrative back then because he, you know, twist some shit around, leave, twist some shit around, leave again. But Control for me is the epicenter of this whole thing.
I can agree. I think that's where it became evident, where it's like somebody doesn't like somebody, and it was that in the what's the
No. You said Control.
yeah.
So honestly, I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna say it wasn't Control. It was after Control. Because when Control dropped, like obviously, if Control was that, like, you know, everybody knew what Kendrick was doing. Like there was people that was mad about it, but nobody, like, for years. Well, very few people for years had like a vendetta against Kendrick because he said he wanted to bring competition back. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only people that was really mad to this extent was Drake. And after that, you know, there was apparently he was in an interview, and you know, that's when
With
it got
Elliot
out
Wilson
that he
on
wasn't
stage,
really,
yeah.
you know, he wasn't really feeling that, you know, the Control verse. And then from there, you know, it's like, oh, you still like mad about it? I'm gonna come back and keep teasing you as the Boogeyman would do. And then, you know, it's like that. So I say it's after Control, like the feeling people getting too hurt by what Control did.
I would say it's the BET cipher.
That's what
That's
I was,
this part two.
that's what I was just
Yeah, that's where I think it started, because the Control is like, it's Kendrick calling people out, but there's no tension between Kendrick and certain people yet. The tension doesn't begin until somebody specifically gets called out.
It's not known.
That's not true.
It's not known until that verse comes out. I feel like I say Control because somebody felt offended.
Everybody felt the way because they had 12 different responses. I don't know.
It was
Probably
mad.
people y'all don't remember, but
B.O.B.
he said, you know, with the West Coast, East Coast shit in, but people don't know. I don't know if y'all know this. I forgot the dude's name. There was an interview where Drake went on the show or whatever. It was a sports related thing, I think. It was a show and an interview that never got aired. You can go on TikTok and find this. But the dude was on Vlad and telling about it, how after Control, Drake did this interview and specifically said, yo, Kendrick is not better than me. Like, he's not it. I'm the greatest, whatever. But because he said it directly about Kendrick, he called the people and said, yo, don't air that because we don't need to cause no tension. He's about to go on tour, And he's about to host the ESPYs. That was that same year. And he said, if you air this, I'm not hosting the ESPYs no more. So it never got aired. That was immediately after Control. Drake felt some type of way from that song. And then, like Omaro said, with the song just doing what it did, here come the BET cipher on there. Now I'm gonna do a little extra. Now I'm gonna show the world in front of everybody. Yeah, I tucked this nigga to sleep. Y'all number one? Yeah, that's my little homie. Even though he couldn't really say it at the time, but that, you know, yeah.
Oh, that's fact.
I don't even remember what the
Yeah.
No, that's where it starts. And then
if that case of Drake calling him out and then that not airing, if that happened, then yeah, that would be the starting point then.
YouTube.
For sure. And I feel like from then, what was that, 2013?
Yeah.
13, 14.
12-ish. So from then, I feel like it's hard to tell with Drake with how he addresses people he got issues with. A lot of subs, so it gets muddied. But I feel like Kendrick has been subtly poking at it like, yeah, I'm ready for you whenever you want to dance, by the way. Like from the third verse on Element, from the Heart Part 4, just a lot of
From
subtle
King
jabs.
Kunta.
King Kunta.
A rapper with a ghostwriter. What the fuck happened? Mm-hmm. Like, bro.
He's consistently been thrown at him, but he never got a response. It's like, okay. I'll wait.
He got subtle jabs because that's what Drake do.
Drake hasn't thrown subtle jabs as well.
No, he has.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying he has,
All
but
I feel like I have to say that because I can't make this just
No.
we praising Kendrick thing. I'm sorry.
That's not praise. It's just saying that, hey.
Yeah,
like,
but there has to be somebody on the side of Drake that can attest to what he's done as well.
Yeah,
It's not just a Kendrick has been poking a bear and then Drake just decided to come out because of the Like That verse. Nah, Drake's been throwing his jabs as well. And Kendrick could have came out with a song at any point. It took both of them a while, so we can all admit to that.
For sure.
It took both of them a while.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And it took a certain person to get on somebody else's song to get it done, but start to feel. You couldn't just, know what I mean, go on a rocker on the self, but I mean, Like That is fire. I like it.
Say his name, and I promise he'll see the Candyman. It's been a beautiful like cook up to this point. You know what I'm saying? So real fans could truly appreciate it. And it's just like in a battle, everybody could appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm happy. I'm happy with everything that transpired. We got a lot of good bars from both sides, and we had a victor.
Oh yeah, the playlist been blessed. You know what I mean? Like from Euphoria, Family Matters, Not Like Us. Like no matter what, I feel like push-ups. Like I feel like no matter what.
Keemon? All right, my bad, Maro. I just see him over there shaking his head.
You good. You know, when I'm gonna just say this now. Like I even said it from the very first conversation we was having about this. I'm not on neither side. I'm on the side of just liking and appreciating the way music is made and how music sounds.
Same.
So, like when I look at it, like I'm looking at it like from that aspect. So, just hearing all the like we just basically saw a masterclass of how just to make great music. Like everything they drop from both sides, no matter what side you're on, by the end of this, years later, after when we listening to all this shit, people going to appreciate Euphoria more. People going to appreciate Push-Ups more. People going to appreciate Family Matters because all this shit has been crazy. Like it's been better than a lot of the shit that we've been hearing
For sure.
You know, for a while.
Definitely been complaining about.
Shout out to Cat Williams, man.
Yeah.
Word, set the tone.
Set the tone for the year.
For the year.
Cat Williams.
He said all the liars will be exposed.
That is true.
And it's been lit all year.
Bro. Shout out to Cat.
Any of y'all see his special?
Not yet.
I ain't see it yet.
It's on
Is it hard to
Netflix?
get?
Yeah,
It is?
yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
Might watch that John tonight.
That
I'm gonna check it out.
Go ahead.
Do we want to say first person shooter mode was a shot?
That was the first shot?
I say no.
People do
be saying that. I don't say it's a shot though. Because I feel like Cole, again, I say this from the beginning, I'm going to say it again. This had nothing to do with Cole at all.
Can we not really bring him up during this?
I'm sorry. I feel
He
you,
doesn't
bro.
really deserve to be brought up.
You disappointed in him still?
That's the only word I can use to
I understand, bro.
describe everything. Is
No, I'm
I'm
with
just
you, man.
disappointed.
So let's just skip
Still
over
my
it.
boy, though. Born center.
But I'll say like just from if we say control started and somebody was offended, like Drake was offended by that, I say first person shooter Kendrick was offended.
What's crazy is, why was it that he was supposed to be on the song? That's what I find crazy.
Right.
And I'm happy that Kendrick said, I think it might have been Euphoria.
Yeah, what?
He said,
Request, we got some shit to it.
yeah, that's why I was surprised when I even heard the story that Drake sent him a feature request. I'm like, hold on, why would they even get in the song together?
You know I got language barriers.
Did they confirm it was that song? Because he did say a feature request, but
Yeah, it
I
was
didn't
that.
know if it was that
Yeah, I think
one.
it was first person
It
shooter.
was that
What do y'all think that would have sounded like?
weird.
Kendrick would have went so crazy on that.
I think
Yeah,
that would have
it would have been a different song.
It would have been the biggest record of the year.
He wouldn't have tried to stay on track with anything they were talking about. He would have just been
Nah.
trying to kill him, and it would have been like, "Yo, why are you acting like that? Like, we're trying to be friends right now, and he's trying to kill everybody."
I don't know, bro, because like when Kendrick,
Yeah, I don't agree either.
When Kendrick get on songs with like other people, he don't like. I mean, yeah, he do be trying to kill him, but like for the most part, especially now, like in his creative, like as of right now, as an artist since Mr. Morale, he was more of a arts creative type person. Like he's making music that still got thump, but like and that still got bite and aggression, but it's more so, he builds a song, he crafts a song around it. So I think he'll fit good on that joint. It'll just sound different.
I say is like I say that nigga's off, bro. like, and as a nigga who can relate, whereas like I don't think the same as most people. Like, bro, that nigga's off. He would have just did some off the wall shit where it's like,
I agree.
like you're not like this isn't gonna be what you
that
want it
shit
to
wouldn't
be.
have came out.
Yeah, his verse wouldn't have got used, and then
Yeah.
now I'm offended again, and I'm gonna rap.
I don't think it's this case of Nelson thinking that Kendrick would have sent back a verse where he's just shitting on him, and they like, nah, fuck him, we not playing. And they would have rapped, they all would have rapped, and the shit would have went out.
I think he would have.
But I'm definitely happy that he didn't rap on it.
Yeah.
100%
Facts.
happy that he did.
Big facts.
And I would have thought it was weird if I seen Drake featuring Kendrick Lamar on Drake's album on For All the Dogs. I would have thought that was weird. And I kind of would have been tight because I'm like, damn, now they never gonna rap beef.
I could have used one feature from him. I don't know about first person shooter. I would have left that alone. Like anything.
Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand.
What was that?
We got Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Which came out first? Swimming Pool. Was Swimming Pools didn't go number one?
Summer Pools was a single. So
Did it go number one? Though?
I don't remember.
Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. He said what he said.
What was his first?
Cute.
Poetic Justice, nigga.
Was it for real?
I gotta look.
I gotta look at that. If it was, cool, whatever. But
Hey,
either
what
way,
you talking about, bro?
I thought
that
that
was-
was Ross.
He
I thought it was all of them niggas.
Future.
I thought you talking about all of them niggas.
Damn, there could have been.
Yeah.
And is he talking about number one on Billboard? He's talking about number one on the hip hop. You know, you never know.
We know the Drake effect.
But so
I think it says Bad Blood.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
2017.
that's not much better.
I mean, why she is
And we need a verse for the Swifties.
Damn.
Now I kind of make more sense now.
But in the defense, Ice Ice Baby was the first number one rap song ever. So we share how much number ones mean.
No, number ones don't mean.
I'm just saying how much they weigh.
Niggas was screaming
in
number
rap.
ones meant shit when they not like us or not like us is number one on Apple. All y'all
Who was
Kendrick
screaming
fans
that?
cared. All right.
I agree. No,
Hold on.
that's a
Before
feat.
we even go further, did Kendrick do anything wrong during this battle, like at all?
Yeah. Naming that track 616 in LA.
It's the only bad thing he did the whole time. Only mistake.
That's the one I could think of that impacted him the most.
Okay, yeah, I figured. I said how this was gonna go. What was you about to say?
I'm dead ass. Like,
Okay.
what other mistake did he make?
Nah, Kemal was about to say something. I just wanted to ask that so I could just have an idea of how I need to structure
Go for it.
my conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I wasn't about to say nothing. I was thinking it. I can't think of any mistakes he made.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Bro, he didn't waste no bars.
Bro.
The thing, I think
God.
we should talk about the quality of these songs, bro.
Yeah.
Because Kendrick's all 4 songs, he didn't waste one bar. Where Drake, you can play his songs like, no, you didn't. He shouldn't have said that.
I agree.
I just don't think.
I don't. I agree that Drake has more bars to where it was like, why'd you say that?
That's all I meant.
But I don't agree that Kendrick didn't have any like.
Well, you
filler
tell
bars.
us.
Yeah, I would love
You on
I
the
just want-
Drake
I just want
side.
one. Just give me one mistake he made.
I mean, he lied about nigga having a daughter. That's a blatant lie.
That good.
It's a lie.
I don't think it's a
arguable.
mistake,
It's
though.
not true.
I don't think it's a mistake.
It's arguable.
It's not arguable.
We don't
Where's
know.
the proof?
We don't.
Which had proof that he had a kid.
Nobody
The campaign was
knows.
coming out.
Nobody knows.
Outside, if he didn't want the kid to be known outside of that camp, like he wouldn't have known.
Yo, Drake paid $500,000 to get a domestic violence case silenced. You don't think he can hide a kid
How
again?
you know that?
I seen the post.
That's crazy.
I read the news article. Go ahead, look it up. Google.
There was an article from 2015.
Hold on. We're talking about Drake having a domestic violence case. Hold on. That's the whole narrative around Kendrick's thing.
I didn't even hear.
I was just about to say.
violence.
What I was
I
just
didn't
about to
even
say
hear
is
about that.
because that's been my thing too. Because like I got all my friends is heavy Kendrick
Niggas
fans.
is fucking hypocrites,
Nobody is
bro.
talking about Kendrick's
Yeah, he
case.
is.
But they,
Everybody's saying everything
You-
that Kendrick said about
he
Drake. Like,
is.
yeah, I'm saying everybody's saying what Kendrick said about Drake and going into that, but nobody is going into what Drake said about Kendrick.
Thank you.
And it's like, bro,
I just told you I read a news article about Drake, right? This Kendrick.
I don't want to go too heavy into that.
Can we go into something that's more objective? Because y'all about to give me
But
time.
this is a real. This was a real thing when these songs was coming out. Was like, whoa, who was telling the truth, and how can we
Yeah.
prove this? And it became who's telling the better lies.
that's why I stopped looking at
Right.
like from the jump. It's all been about who's making the better songs. It's never been about who's getting the best
Thank
dirt
you.
on the next
Yeah.
person.
Thank
It's not a
you.
That's
gossip.
not how Drake treated
Thank
it.
you.
Go ahead, you right
Well,
though.
no, because Kendrick treated it the same way.
Bro,
See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. We gonna turn into us defending.
Do y'all want to
Drake.
break this down? I can argue my point, but go ahead,
Bro, I'm saying, did Kendrick's bases on a lot of the songs, a lot of the reasons why people are going so hard is because he put a lot of dirt out about Drake. Just like Drake put a lot of dirt about Kendrick. That's
Because more niggas already hate Drake than niggas hate Kendrick. Let's be real.
Let's not start that.
That's
real.
100% true.
That's a fact.
I'm not
100%
saying
true.
that doesn't have a point, but I'm not going to act like people's hate for Drake is the reason why his shit wasn't better than Kendrick's. That
No.
I can't
See, you're trying to spin a narrative. We all made it clear before we even started the podcast that we all agree that Kendrick won handedly. But we're not gonna sit here and act like Kendrick did nothing wrong and that he's the fucking that he's the fucking former Loaded Lux of this battle rap shit. It's not the case.
I saw an article from 2015 that was talking about Drake having a paternity test for a kid that he found out was his. That's
and
all.
you just conveniently remember this article. I ain't never heard you talk about
I
this
will
shit.
send you. I will send you the TikTok.
As much as he shits on Drake, I've never heard him talk about this.
Why do I need to? Like it's the
Because you're a
internet.
Drake hater. So this was something that you would have been talked about.
You are a Drake
You
hater.
honestly, you would have said something during the push thing.
I didn't. Well, he didn't say anything about him having hiding a daughter. He said he has.
Yeah, but if the fact that he had a son that came
Fam.
up, it didn't match up to the age of a person.
First off,
a
regardless
baby
if I
that he
like
had in
somebody or not.
2015, you would have said that. This
Regardless-
wouldn't be the first time that I've heard this on a podcast.
regardless
it would
whether
not
I
be
like
the first time
him
I've heard
or
it.
not, I'm not looking that deep into people I don't like.
Bro. This would not be the first time I've heard that. I can guarantee that. If that was true, you would have brought that information up a long time ago.
I don't care enough.
This is the only reason why I say Kendrick's basis really wasn't T. Drake's tactic is always T. It's barely rap, which is why Drake has won. Let's go back to
The T tactic was brought up from Push.
Hold on. We can go to Meek Mill, right? Is that your girls tour or is that the world tour?
That's
Your girls
not T.
tour is his whole song with the whole back-to-back song is T. It's not even good
bro.
raps. We can read lyrics right now. You be like, yo,
because it's not like he's bringing something to us that we weren't already thinking.
but
or
it's
we didn't know
gossip.
about.
It's not
And
bar.
mind
It's
you, I'm
gossip.
defending him as a
T
Meek
is
fan. I was
gossip.
a Meek fan during that battle. I'm still more of a Meek fan
That's
than Drake.
great.
But that's not T, bro.
Nigga, yes, it
Saying
is.
that somebody has a
if
daughter
you're
is
not
T.
giving me clever bars and witty similes or whatever, that's nigga, and you just telling me about some shit that happened or some shit on the internet or a rumor or whatever, nigga, that's T. That's T.
So if I'm driving here on the way to the
And
studio,
can we keep it on Kendrick too? I don't want to go back and forth,
No.
bro.
If I'm
Like,
driving over here on the way to the studio and there's an accident around the corner, I say, yo, it was just an accident outside. That's T.
no.
That's just what you said.
That's no, it's not. I'm saying okay, we're gonna go to Kendrick and Drake. I'm gonna use the example, right? Drake's song was what? Push-ups.
Yeah.
Right? The only shit he could say about Kendrick was that you short, and I know some shit about you that you really don't want me to put out. That's gossip.
That's the only thing.
That's
I said.
T.
Talking about
Oh,
a split.
oh,
Talking
and
about a
then,
split.
look,
T's.
push-ups or push-ups.
But
Going into Family Matters, it's damn near the same song. You can hear it from the ending. The whole
Why do I
drive.
feel like I'm arguing with Twitter right now?
Because look, all he talk about, you beat your wife. We don't know that for sure.
if revealing information is gossip and tea, then first off, the entire battle is tea and gossip.
And I hate the
And
fact
then-
that
Except
you
for
use the word
Euphoria.
T.
And not like us.
You can say that. You
The
can
two
say that
Kendrick
about
tracks, right?
any rap
Yes.
battle, bro.
Not like us was T.
You can say that about any
Like,
rap battle,
these
bro.
I heard.
are-
Oh well, that
Bro,
you know
that's
what?
I'm saying.
You right.
Yo, Nelson,
Not
I
like
agree
us.
with you, bro.
Yes,
But
Euphoria.
this nigga is trying
No.
to act like Kendrick isn't doing anything wrong.
Yo,
That's what's getting
what
tired.
T did he give in Euphoria? What did he say in Euphoria?
Bro.
What did he say in Euphoria that was T? Nothing.
When I see
He
you
didn't-
dance by Sexy Red.
When I see you, that's witty bars. When I see you standing as a Sexy Red, you see two bad bitches. That's bars, nigga. That's not, I heard you was
love
beating your
that
wife
line.
and her
That's
hiding her
a
daughter.
great line.
Meet the Grams in 616 was T. That was T.
But my thing is,
those two
even
I
in
don't
rap
really
battles,
care
even
about.
like this battle aside, in rap battles, if I say, yo, ain't know this bitch ass nigga got jumped outside of da 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 da, and everybody go, nigga, that's T.
And a lot of the
It
times
is
they
T.
be lying. So that's the thing. That's the thing where the lies and all that shit.
Which is why it's
That
not-
goes into, like I said before the podcast. I'm fine with lying in my rap battles. I'm perfectly fine with it, bro. Like that's what happened. I grew up watching rap battles, Sue Surf, all them boys. everything they said about the other person wasn't true, but the way they delivered it made you think it was true. And in that case, the way Kendrick delivered a lot of his quote unquote tea was more believable than the way Drake delivered it. But I don't want everybody to act like just because the way Kendrick said it was more believable that means that it's true, or that means his is more credible. He just delivered it in a better way than Drake did.
Which is why he wins.
No, yeah, he won for sure.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like the whole basis of it is he wins because of that. He did it creatively. The music prevailed, bro.
Exactly.
Like Sonics don't lie.
His skill set added to the fact why his was more believable, but it still wasn't true. He still can't prove a lot of the shit he said.
Sonics don't lie.
A lot of the shit he said
something in
made more
Euphoria that he
sense
said
than
that we don't know
anything
isn't
Drake
true, right?
said.
Something in Euphoria, one of the last like 4 8-bar scheme when he was talking about him. You don't get up and pray with your son. You don't do this with your son. You don't do that with your son. How does he know that? He doesn't know that. He doesn't live with Drake. He doesn't live with Drake's son. That's T, right?
It's a great lie.
It's not. No. Some of the best bars in that song.
Is it T? It could be borderline, but it's honestly, again, it could just be
But it's
a
not.
very
But how would
witty
he know
lie.
if it's true or not? Right? He lied.
How would he know? For absolutely. But now we have to talk about public reception in battles. Public reception, PR, and how people look at you. Mm-hmm. It's tactical for him to use shit like that because, first of all, nigga, the only reason why your son got exposed is because of Pusha T, which what he did was definitely T. The shit was it was definitely T.
Pusha T.
So hold on, they're pushing T.
Let me see. But yes, it's like the way he said it and the way he created it, it's a possibility because nigga, you on tour, you do all this shit, you're supposed to be the number one. We already knew it was high in something for the world. It might not even be yours.
His ability to paint a narrative was better than Drake's.
Absolutely.
On every song, probably except Family Matters to me.
It's valid.
I can't argue that.
Where do we leave off?
I don't know.
Drake murdering. I mean, Death of Drake.
So boom, they do first person shooter.
Yeah, that's where we left off.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Yeah, Kendrick is offended somewhere on a mountaintop, just like upset. And he says, "You know what? I'm gonna let these guys know I'm like that." Boom.
How long did you think of that one?
Not that long. I'm freestyling here, but nah. So boom, he gets a number one off like that. Then how long was it till
Future gets a number one? Future and Metro get a number one off of like that featuring Kendrick Lamar.
Sure,
he get a trophy too, bro.
Sure,
he get a flag too.
His a little bit smaller.
Sure, yeah.
But
I love it.
And people was wilding saying, "Oh, Drake is supposed to respond immediately." He was on tour. Didn't expect him. Mm-hmm. They started the clock. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh, where's he going to response? He finally responds with push-ups.
Push-ups.
How do we feel about push-ups?
Phenomenal track.
Phenomenal?
I'm going based off of when things drop. I'm not thinking in hindsight or none of that. I'm going based off of how I felt when I first heard it. Now, I let it breathe for like a couple days. Actually, more than a couple days because he didn't officially drop it on streaming. So probably like 3-4 days I didn't even listen to it.
But we're sticking with phenomenal.
But when I heard
He's sticking with phenomenal.
That's crazy.
When I heard it, that shit was fire. And it's still fire. Especially as his first shot, that was fire. That was a great first shot.
It was a great first shot.
It was a great first shot.
But
it was a B- for me.
At the time, it was a B-?
Yes.
at the time I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, at the time, it was a 9 out of 10 for sure.
That's an A. That's close to phenomenal.
It's an A-, yeah.
That's not phenomenal. Phenomenal is flawless to me. Phenomenal and flawless.
Yeah, I dragged it with phenomenal, but it was fire.
I went 8.5. I liked it. I enjoyed the angles he took. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he was talking about him being short and all that stuff in his splits. I mean, you rap about what you got. Like,
He didn't have much at the time.
Battle rappers rap about people's appearance all the time,
cute,
and it should be fire. Like that, I think it was good.
Yeah, it was a good first shot.
It's cool.
And the fact that he had to address other people as well.
That's what I liked about it. That's why I was like, he got some good shots in there and he addressed everybody. I was like, oh, that's really good.
And his narrative leading into it helped the song. The fact that he was taking on his 20v1 persona, he's posting the Kill Bill pictures. The lady from Kill that played Beatrice and Kill
Uma Thurman.
Beatrice?
Yeah, Beatrice.
Yeah, Beatrice and Kill Bill. She's playing into it like, do you need this jacket? It all adds to it. The narrative.
It was really cute.
The narrative leading into it.
Okay, so we doing narratives or we doing songs?
But
Bro,
Because I'm just asking.
I
I'm
literally
just asking.
gave Kendrick praise for his narratives and the
I'm
songs
just
that you agree
asking
with.
what we're grading on.
And now that I'm praising Drake for a narrative, now are we talking narratives or songs?
I'm asking you because you said.
No, but why didn't you ask me
You
that when I said the same thing about
you asked a
Kendrick?
question, right? You said like, what do you think about push-ups? I'm just asking. So we going with the entirety of or I'm just saying the
But why
song?
didn't you ask me
Let's
that when I
go
said
on.
the same thing about Kendrick?
Because I have to comment on that.
Why didn't you have to comment when I said the same thing about Kendrick?
Which part?
Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
All of it, like it was a good. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little accent pieces to the track. But my thing is, I think it's reflective of how it all played out. Where it's like you're relying on theatrics and little accent pieces when you're in a full blown rap battle. This is cute and nice right now.
Yeah,
You can't rely on this going deeper into the water with this nigga.
for sure.
And that's where he messed up. He kept trying to keep it cute. No, bro. This nigga's crazy. Like, hey, buckle up, nigga. Because you're in for a fucking ride.
And that's what I thought when he dropped Taylor Made.
May I?
I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
He go into it, because I really got something on that.
I'm probably gonna have the most unpopular opinion.
yeah, you
Go
probably,
for it. Go, because you liked it.
I did. I really did. Like I like the track, bro. I like the psychological angle he was trying to take. Like at the time, there's two big things. Drake took 21 days, right? And people remembered that. But when he dropped Push-Ups, everybody kind of forgot. They was like, "Oh yeah, he responded, right?" Then he dropped Taylor Made, kind of like that week after, and he was like kind of like giving that narrative of nigga, like, well, I'm here now. Like, where you at? Where's that energy?
Where's the boogeyman?
Where's the boogeyman? But he played that off so good because Kendrick still took his 17 days, and people let that simmer down. Like, even though, the Tupac estate got in there, everybody started feeling some type of way about the AI. But me, as a creative that used the AI before, I understand you still gotta have yes, you can use AI writing tools or whatever, but then once you open up that concept, you got to open that up to everybody else in the industry. So we're not even going to go down that rabbit. But we're going to say with AI, you still have to write your verses. You still have to rap them. You still have to perform it. Then you put it into the AI system. So I respect the fact that Drake was able to do that. And looking past the AI shit, what he was saying, he was attacking all the things that made people like Kendrick in the first place. He was talking about his charisma, his energy, his emphasis on the songs or on his verses. He was
also brought up narratives about himself that Kendrick used against him later on.
Exactly, on some 8 Mile shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then
Which I thought was you were trying to.
He was trying to get.
You were trying to soften the blow.
He was trying to soften the blow.
But he really spearheaded it.
Yeah, he was trying to take the air out of the, take the air out of what he was saying. But that's what I'm saying. So not looking into the spirit of, okay, this is Kendrick Lamar. With Taylor Made, it was like, okay, the stuff he was saying, it was directly to him. He had that, Drake too cool for school while we wait on you, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of vibe. And when we get into Euphoria, I'm going to speak back to the using why Euphoria is my favorite track out of this whole shit. But like, yeah, Taylor Made was like, and his flows, his delivery was on point, but he was saying some witty bars directed to the things that people like about Kendrick. And I appreciated that. He kept the foot on the neck.
One thing I say I didn't like about, like, if you go on that creative path, and it's like the bars when he was rapping as Tupac sounded like Drake bars in Tupac's voice. That's the only thing I didn't like, because we know Drake can be a chameleon, can take other styles and flows. You could have listened to Pac and delivered raps like that, but you, in my eyes, looking in hindsight now, I was like, you can't match that Pac energy to get behind the track.
But I wouldn't have wanted him to try and sound like Pac, because then it would have been too much of a damn near spit in the face that, like, yo, you're trying to rap like Pac, you're trying to beat Pac, and you're trying to go at Kendrick.
It would have been a whole different thing.
Now you're really doing some weird shit when it comes to using the voice of a dead person. The fact that he still kept it to where it was his cadence and his flow, I respected that more.
Nah. I like you violated already by using. They had an issue with them using the hologram. And you think because you're the biggest artist, you could just use this and you're not gonna get backlash for it? Like that's bugged out. Like you think you're so big where you can take two West Coast greats and put them the person that Snoop crowned Kendrick the next thing out of the West Coast.
That was part of the play.
It was poorly misjudged.
It was tactical.
Tactical.
This is the thing.
It's war.
It wasn't a good play in this battle. At the time, it took me a minute to listen to that too, because I'm like, he doing some AI stuff. He only dropped it on his Instagram. I'm like,
Me too.
So I wasn't really sold on listening to it. But like when I listened to it, it was cool. But if I would have known that he didn't see when he was doing this whole trying to get Kendrick to come out, his whole boogeyman come out and play, I'm like, Drake really got some shit. If I would have known all he had was Family Matters, then I would have, then it makes you look at things different in hindsight. But at the time, I'm like, nah, Drake must really got like an EP in a chamber. That's what I was thinking the whole time. He got an EP in the chamber. That's why he throwing out a Lucy or some like low-key weak shit like this AI shit, but it still kind of serves a purpose.
Family Matters is damn near about 3 joints in one.
It's OD.
Track. Yeah, it's a
I was just saying as far as like diss tracks in general.
It's a big swing.
Yeah.
But I want to say just while we on Taylor Made, but like, reason why I was so offended as a true Kendrick fan, like, what got me into Kendrick was the High Power. It was like damn near the first song I ever heard by him. And in that video, it's like really a protest song. You know what I'm saying? I'm just starting to get into like blackness and like the importance of the type shit. But in High Power, he has a section where he's talking about like he has a little snippet of words before the song starts. I ain't gonna read the whole thing because it's kind of long, but it's like one part that says, "My mother told me to keep this outtake to myself, but because it's who I am." But it's like, but he basically, I can't not speak on this. He was like, he says, I watched this video and reminisce on the crazy AM hour of September 13th, 2010. I got a visit from Lashane
That's my
Parish
birthday.
Crooks. Research your name. And he's basically saying, don't let me die. And that's Tupac. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes into the whole protest song where it's like, this is somebody who, like, on some spiritual shit, but it's like, if you really get into it, like, this is somebody who I genuinely connect with. And then you're using it in a rap battle?
And I'm going to be honest, you explaining all of this and how you were offended by it as a Kendrick fan kind of makes me like Taylor Made more. Good. It kind of makes it a better play. Because if it hits a Kendrick fan like this, that means it hit other Kendrick fans.
If it works, bro. Yeah. If it works.
No, but
apparently it worked because you still talk about it.
I feel like it can't be overlooked. And I feel like that's why it's a misstep.
But if it offended you as a Kendrick fan, then it's not a misstep because you're on the other side. You're not.
I agree with
it's
I
war.
agree. I don't think it was a misstep at all.
But then if we want to go into spiritual warfare, we could go into that too.
Yeah, that's the deeper battle that people ain't talking about.
And you ain't ready for that.
Hey, at the end of the day, if you're on the opposite side and you're offended by something I did my job.
And you get what you get. Every dog has his day.
And he had his day.
Yeah, he did.
It's hot in here. It's just me.
God's plan. What are you talking about?
Hey, man, the push-up tailor-made combination, like in terms of PR, really helped Drake just on the outlook. I don't think people was really expecting Kendrick to. I didn't know this was really gonna go this time because we've been waiting for 10 years. But push-ups is a good workout song for me. I don't think. Again, I'm sorry, but he didn't. For what he had to do on that record, it was him fighting everybody. He did what he had to do. Mm-hmm. But to me, I'm like, as a first record, I felt like it was the warm up. It was like you trying to kind of make a club record and to let niggas know, like, I'm here.
Yeah, that's how I viewed it.
Yeah, and I feel like he was trying to do the whole like that, like try to get it on the chart. It didn't really work, but it was still a good, I'm ready for war type of joint. Then the Taylor Made. That was specifically for Kendrick, and I told Maro this like tons of times. I didn't like that track when it first came out because I don't fuck with AI. Like, I'm not.
That was you mentioned.
I'm not really
that's
doing
damn near
that.
the only song where he only mentioned Kendrick.
In the beginning,
You talking about Taylor Made?
Taylor Made. Did he talk about it? I don't remember the third verse or like that.
the third verse is fire. I didn't like the first. I think that Tupac, I wasn't really feeling that. I didn't think it was disrespectful. I thought it was very smart of him. Like as a war tactic, nah, you doing it, but it was cool. It wasn't really.
I thought it was weird just in terms of how aligned he is with the structure of music industry. Because it's like now that he's using it, it's like inviting more artists to do it. And they already just fired like half of the music industry for AI. I thought that was weird. and I thought that him using Snoop Dogg's voice when Snoop Dogg is alive, and if you really want to defend him, get Snoop Dogg on the track, but he
Right.
would never do that. So
Why'd you bringing other people into your war anyways? Like this is
Deceptively.
yeah,
deceptively, which is weird.
But he still handled it. Like I told,
See, bro.
like I told
saying that
tomorrow.
you can't say it's weird. It's strategy. It's war, like you said.
It-
so at the end of the day,
it's a
if
weird strategy.
At the end of the day, if the nigga that crowned me the new king of the West Coast, obviously he's not gonna get on the track with me. I'm just gonna put his voice on the track and use AI because I have that to my advantage.
And on top of that, people keep talking.
We say
about
all the
Snoop.
time that people got to adjust to the
Snoop
times.
didn't care.
He didn't
know. That's the
But
thing.
he made a post about it.
He said, "Oh,
he
really?"
cared, but it wasn't like
What
it didn't
is-
seem like he wanted him to
"What
take it
is
down.
this? What is going on? I don't even understand what the fuck.
Bro,
He's old as hell."
Yeah, but
he was
I
saying that in
guarantee you
a
he heard it
joking-
though, and he didn't say, "Yo, I'm standing with Kendrick." That's
Like,
not what he said.
And he didn't call Drake to take it down either.
Exactly.
So I think it was a smart move.
Snoop
for
has
Drake.
weird industry ties.
That was a smart ass move. I just knew it wasn't going to end well for him because those Tupac and Snoop for Kendrick is like two staples in his whole career. So to take those two jabs, that was smart. That was smart of that nigga. And I give him that. And he could rap on that. He was really rapping on that shit.
So
And then how many days later did Euphoria drop?
I don't know how many days later.
17.
I don't even count that
17
day
days
shit.
later.
Don't be mad.
I know it
17
came out on
days later.
April 30th.
17 days later, we get
But
Euphoria.
from this is what I was like. This is what I was gonna say for third eye segment, but we're not really doing a third eye segment. What's on that day? Well, I think Mars went into Aries, which both on some astrology tip is both war, and then it's on the ninth cusp, which is foreigners. So I'm like, I seen that shit. I was like, is this nigga using astrology when he drops his song? I was like, oh, if that's the case, nigga, this shit is over. I'm like, this shit's about to get crazy. I was just like, yo, and then it was Euphoria was what it was. I was like, yeah, he buddy's in for a ride, and I was like, yeah, I'm. It set the tone. How did you feel about Euphoria?
Honestly, first listen, I was like, yo, this joint tough. But then like the more I listened to it, probably like the third or fourth listen, and that was when I was like, nah, this shit is like crazy. Like this is kind of insane. Like this,
It sounded
that's
like
when I was like, nah, this shit way harder than push-ups.
It sounded like a knife between the ribs.
What was the word you used to describe push-ups?
Phenomenal.
That was how I felt.
Oh, first listen, that's how you felt?
No, first listen, it was, oh, this is hard. Third, fourth, that's when I was like, oh, no, because when you break the shit down, he's like getting paused. He's getting in this nigga.
Bro, and then even, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I said a knife between the ribs, but getting in this niggas.
He was coming at him, bro. Pause again.
And then I would just like catch myself just saying random bars.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I never really do this for Kendrick music. I'm not gonna hold you.
Bruh.
And that's the whole reason why he really won. Oh my goodness, Kendrick's charisma takes him a long way. Like he just knows how to say stuff. What is it? The braids? Like, bro.
Talking about you pushing P.
We see you pushing T. Yo, what?
I catch myself in the house saying, "What is it? The braids?" Randomly.
Bro.
Nah, but him. What really got me with that song was when he was talking about his son. Where he's talking about him not ready. Like you wouldn't know nothing about that. I was
Nothing
like,
about that.
I was
know
like,
nothing
bro,
about
is on
that.
tour a lot. I was like, bro,
That's what I meant. That's what
I
I
was
meant.
like that. I was
Public
like, that's
perception.
I
stung.
don't know.
I'm the biggest artist. I'm not at home a lot. Yeah, I'm not at home a lot.
But I mean, when he was in Buffalo, Adonis was there, so.
That's close to Toronto.
I'm the biggest hater.
That right there. I hate 22. Yo, that fucking remember it's
But
replay value.
then 2 diss tracks later, he said he doesn't have a hate bone in his body for him. So which one is it?
He's a madman. He's not right upstairs. That's all I'm
He's
saying.
schizophrenic.
He's a Gemini. He's two-sided.
like that. Grams, that's what make it tough though, because he's like, I really don't hate you, but I do want you to die.
Nah, that's what make it. But if Drake said it, I'd be like, pick one, nigga. You like?
No, not at all. Nah, come on,
Oh,
bro.
I could get into that. We
I
can get into that.
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Yo,
I never do that.
So,
if it was clever and fire, no, I would not, bro.
bro, I'm okay. I'm gonna say this, right? We keep talking about like how Kendrick bars is this and that. Nigga said, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and I hate the way that you.
It's the way he said it, bro.
It's a reference.
But this is what I'm saying. Though.
And it's a reference.
Yeah, but other than that, though, Drake do that same type shit, and it's the way Drake said it, but it's never. It's
In which
the way
song?
he said it.
Give me an example.
Bro,
Give me an example.
multiple.
Give me an example of a song he used in the beef.
All of them.
Give me a line, nigga.
Kendrick just opened his mouth.
Somebody give him a grade.
Okay,
Yes,
that's hard. You can't. That shit. That part of the song was
The
fire.
Dave Free shit. All right, whatever. But like, you know, I'm saying, bro.
see what I mean?
That's one bar. But I'm saying,
I
in
can
general,
give you two more too.
I'm saying in general, like Drake's whole style is because of how he say his shit too. Like these two are the greatest, the top two.
So why did that not work for him in his battle?
Because he's
Kendrick did it better.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's my point,
bro. That's everybody point.
Nobody's
We
throwing
all
hate
know.
on Kendrick for Drake for that. I'm just
Yes,
saying.
you are.
It's the
But
way
y'all are.
Kendrick.
See,
No, I'm not.
That's what y'all like. No, this is what y'all like.
I'm here. I'm not.
Me and Mara are trying to stay objective and
I
give
am
both sides their
objective, bro.
praise, where y'all are just shitting on Drake.
You want me to
and
give Drake?
praising
I would give
Kendrick.
Drake praise right now.
Just because I praise Kendrick don't mean no shit on Drake.
But you like his braids?
No, because like when you because when you
What is it? The braids?
when you say, you know what I mean? Like he said, what is it? What is it? A break? But I'm saying in general, like Drake say simple shit too with a way he say it, and then people like it. But I mean, when you on the other side, it's like, oh, okay, all right, that's not clever.
I'm not on the other side.
You know what
I'm
it
in
is?
the middle.
We are of this time to where we can adapt to other music. These two old niggas are backpack motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
Let's
That's crazy.
We're not about to sit here.
Backpack is dead.
Let's clear the air. Drake is a one of one entertainer of our
You
generation.
always say that.
He's a
He is. I've always been consistent in saying that.
Bro, see, I know you though, so I know
I've
there's
been-
an underlying thing when you say entertainer.
Absolutely, you dance, nigga.
there we go.
Nigga, you dance. No, nigga, you the best at that shit. Nigga, keep dancing, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
This song's gonna make me wave my hand.
nigga, as long as you keep waving your hand, nigga, we ain't got no beef,
So
bro.
let me get back to what
Nigga,
I was
pinch your
saying.
fingernails, my nigga.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's always something. It's not a real compliment. It's a backhanded
It's
compliment.
not. I'm
that's
calling
my
you the
fault.
best at something. That's not a backhanded compliment. If you're
It
not
is.
comfortable with you being the best at this, then nigga, go fucking tuck yourself in your pajama clothes.
All right, say somebody said you're the best at having crusty lips. That's not a fucking compliment, bro. That's not
You're
a
the best
compliment.
entertainer. Niggas love entertainers.
But your definition of entertainer is different
I
than
tell you like
everybody
this:
else's.
if niggas like nigga, you got the best eyelashes in this motherfucker, nigga. I'll be tight. But I have to own that, nigga. I got some good eyelashes. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my win.
That's my fault. I put us on the whole tangent.
I'm gonna take my win.
But as far as Euphoria, back to that shit. Well, Euphoria, my first listen, I was like, all right. You know what I mean? I was listening to it on work speakers, so I was like, all right, this is cool. You know what I mean? He gonna have to drop another one. Fifth time listening, I had to listen to it 70 more times. Like, that shit is such a face melter. And he was like, I was going back to what I was saying about, the things that I liked about, Taylor Made, the things that he was attacking about Kendrick, he doubled down on it. And Taylor Made, he was like, why you not as enthused? Where you at? Kendrick doubled down on that same enthusiasm. Rocked you to sleep in the beginning and then tripled up on you. He was like, I'm here right now. And then he was also speaking back to things he was saying, like, even just the caption that Drake had, while we wait on you, I guess. Kendrick had the whole scheme. He ain't even got to be deep, I guess. All that. He was speaking directly to that. Like, it's just those things. Like, it was just a war anthem. I'm right here. To me, that's the best song that came out of all this
Even
shit.
the story and picture that he just painted throughout the battle, he was like, back to back, I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record. Him getting back to it was dropping back to back on your ass 2 tracks later.
Exactly.
Highly
And
strategic.
y'all sit here talking about we praising him. Drake didn't do none of that, bro.
It was a great
didn't do-
battle.
Yeah, I'm really trying to keep this episode under 3 hours. Like, I really
We are.
And if y'all keep doing this, we're not going to keep it. Not.
I got no.
How much did you listen to the Drake song?
I listened to
You
every.
did you? So you
I
listen to?
Yes, I got a whole playlist. I listened to the whole thing.
You
yeah.
listen to them as much as you listen to the Kendrick songs?
No, because they're not as good.
But regardless,
What do we-
have you listened to them enough to even dissect the words he was
Yes,
saying
bro.
enough?
I gave both sides. I hope everybody gave both sides equal amount of time, research, and chances.
That shit was to pop the latch on him. Like that shit was raw.
Crazy, bro.
Grabbing a good kid, Master E Van was.
It was super clever. I was like, yo, he's doing some whole strategic warfare shit.
Sitting in
Where I was
New
like,
Clean
I'm like,
Rocky
yo,
the fuck up on that drill beat.
Oh,
I thought we wasn't talking about other rappers.
Rocky.
Huh?
I thought we wasn't talking about the other rappers.
No, we're not talking
That's my
about Cole.
point.
But once again, it goes back to him not being able to focus on the one target in front of him.
He should have.
No, yeah,
Which he should've.
I
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, he
This is the
should-
thing. I definitely agree with the fact that "Push Up" should have been the only song that he addressed everybody else. After that, his only target should have been Kendrick. But the bars on "Family Matters" was so tough towards the other people that it's like I'm really not mad at.
They
it.
was raw. It was raw as hell. But like when I heard that joint, I was like, what was that, like midnight? It was around like midnight, and I'm listening to this joint. I'm like in the house, like, yo, like Kendrick got a response. Like I'm like, I ain't know how this shit was about to play. I gave it a 10 out of 10. I'm on the phone with nothing but Drake fans. I'm like, yo, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. This is crazy.
It was
like
crazy,
he
bro.
got it. I don't know what he about to do. And in the middle of that call, shout out to Ahmed, shout out to Living Proof. He called me.
taste.
He said, yo, bruh, you heard that shit Kendrick just dropped? I was like, yeah. I was like, the one earlier? Yeah. He's like, no.
Exactly.
The one 12 seconds ago. I'm like, what? I'll call you back. I listened to it and my jaw was on the floor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this is one for the ages.
All right, so we kind of skipped ahead. 616 in LA. When did that drop after Euphoria? Like the next week or like 4 days
3
or something?
days, yeah.
3
Because on
days.
Euphoria, they had almost a week to recover from the euphoria of Tuesday's victory or series winning victory. Like, you know, that part on the cover art, that was alluding to the drop that he was doing within that week,
So
which is crazy.
can we agree
That's
that
fire.
Euphoria was probably like the least played song out of
You gotta
all
look
the
at the
distance?
cover art.
Euphoria?
Or not Euphoria. 616 in LA was the least played song.
Nah, I say Taylor made me.
Tailor made for me. Well, no, actually push ups for me.
What was the question?
Least played song.
Least played song.
Out of all of them?
616.
616. I only had to listen to that once.
So my first listen, I didn't really care for it. After a couple more listens, like I like it, but just within what Kendrick dropped, it is his weakest one.
I can agree. It was like I go back to it because I said it was, and it gets better over time.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't. It was a great wake up and stretch. Like, yeah, we just punched it, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
and it hit a little bit harder because he did just drop Euphoria, so it was like, oh, he going back to back on it.
Yeah, and I thought the joint was dope. And in hindsight, it added some flavor with the situations going on in Canada. We ain't got to draw too much attention to the extra stuff going on at Drake House, but it hit a little bit harder after that stuff happened. And I was like, oh, he might have some real issues in Canada that he needs to address before he started addressing Kendrick. In my opinion.
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody go give him a Grammy right now. So 616 in LA, and then the next one, Family Matters. Okay, so we already discussed.
Just answer the question, bro. Go ahead.
So you really think Family Matters is a mid track?
No, I'm saying it wasn't it though. Like people,
It wasn't the kill
the
sound.
second,
No.
The second part to the song wasn't it, and I was speaking more so about Kendrick specifically.
What do you mean by being it?
Like in
Are you
terms
saying
of
the song wasn't good?
in terms of a response to Euphoria, I didn't really want to hear him come. I like the fact that he came right back from the ending of Drop and Give Me 5 push-ups, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, now this sound dated. It don't even sound. It sounded like you had this record, like you was planning to drop this after he responded, and this is it.
It definitely sounded like
that,
three
bro,
different
that-
songs put together.
When I talk about bars, right, that Drake didn't really need to say, it was in that song. The way he stretched Dave free, the way not my nigga Dave, like
Yeah, I didn't like that bar.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
this shit, corny shit. I'm like, bro, just rap and like,
So
it's a T.
okay, so your take is Family Matters is not a good diss track.
Not a good response to Euphoria.
Wow.
Not a good response to you, Shorian. The third part, I fuck with.
Wow.
The second part, drill beat, not really.
On that, because once again, I want to look crazy like bashing his tactics, but I feel like he was trying to hit the reverse Uno card on that third verse,
bro.
Like maybe I'm Prince and maybe you Mike, that whole part, and he tried to flip it and it's like features for change and all that shit. I thought that was super weak in terms of like Kendrick been standing on his shit the whole 10 toes out the whole time. You've been saying you're Mike Jackson for the past feels like the past year, since you've been 2 years, been approaching his record and stuff like that. And then in a diss track, you're willing to just abandon that whole narrative to take somebody else's narrative. I thought that shit was weak.
So you think that Family Matters is a weak track?
No, I said it was 10 out of 10.
You did, okay.
I said it was 10 out of 10. I thought that part was lame, and just from a personal standpoint, it didn't make the song worse. It was clever in the song context, but as a person, as like, bro, you've been running with this for the longest, and you want people to believe your words, and you standing on what you saying. I'm not gonna believe you now because you're willing to just change the narrative to win.
He's not changing the narrative. He's just flipping the bar that Kendrick used against him for a witty bar.
I feel like I looked at it like he was changing the narrative about himself. I'm Michael Jackson.
That's because you wanted it. That's because you wanted to look at it that way.
He's been saying I'm Michael Jackson. Now I'm not Michael Jackson. Maybe I'm actually Prince. That's what he's saying about himself in order to diss somebody. That's lame, bro. Be yourself. So if you're that nigga, be that nigga.
If somebody says that they do something 10 days and then the one day that they don't do it or don't adhere to it, that means all the 10 days that they did it don't matter. So if I go to the gym 10 days straight and I don't go to the gym one day, so the 10 days that I just went to the gym means all my progress goes away because I didn't go that one day?
When you say in the sense of it's like, I'm going to the gym 10 days in a row. I'm not going to go to the 10 gyms because I want to say, I want to be like you.
He's not saying he want to be like you. He thought of a witty bar and he used it. And Kendrick
has been running with the Prince narrative. You've been running with the Mike Jack joint. You decided, in order for a kill shot, I'm going to actually switch sides with you.
Running with the Mike Jack narrative. Kendrick didn't just start running with the Prince narrative. Drake was running with the Mike Jack narrative. Then now Kendrick wants to be Prince.
Prince outlive Mike Jack, nigga, bro. Yeah. I don't care about that bar. I do think some of them shits was corny though. It just wasn't.
I think Family Matters is the best diss track from this whole thing.
From Drake?
Period.
I don't agree.
Wildin',
I gotta disagree.
If I rank my tracks, I'm putting Family Matters 1.
Why?
Because it's fire.
I like Family Matters.
What's fire? Please break down to me. What was the? Here's my thing. Y'all can rap Kendrick's responses word for word. You can't do that for Drake.
Bro, stop acting like niggas is
because you don't really love it, Dante. Stop acting like you do.
Like niggas is saying that Drake won, bro.
What?
We know that Drake didn't win, and obviously I can remember more bars from Kendrick. Want to know why? Because Kendrick won, and that's one of the reasons why. Yes, he made better songs.
Right.
These are all things that are true, but that don't mean.
So how is Family Matters the best song?
Because that's still the best song.
Oh, that's your opinion. It's your opinion, bro. You know.
I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the leading scorer in the NBA, but that doesn't mean that he's the best player, even though scoring is the most important part of the game.
He was.
It's a fact.
That's the key word.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Shout out Bron.
Shout out to Wilt.
Yo, I just remember the memes. I love these dudes.
Where we at?
We were kind of at Family Matters, but Keemon's take just threw me for a loop.
I think we're kind of at Meet the Grams.
What
did you think? I don't think he said what he think. What do you think of Family Matters?
I fucked with Family Matters. I liked it. I fucked with it. I liked his vibe. His delivery on it was crazy. His flows, the way he was surfing on that beat, bro. Like that shit was insane. That's what Drake do. Like you gotta expect that from Drake. And as a Drake fan, that's what I was there for. So yeah, it was that. I like the beats he chose.
Video fire, fire.
Yo, that video being in New Ho King at the end and then saying Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody get him a Grammy right now after all the success that was just happening because he opened his mouth about New Ho King. That's crazy. Like nigga, like it's just I feel like one of the things people don't talk about Drake with as far as the bars and stuff like that. His bars isn't gonna be like witty and stuff like that, and that's not what I was looking for. It's gonna be witty and clever, but not like Kendrick's where it's like layered up, like how Kendrick said in Euphoria. I see two two goats kissing and hugging on stage, and in 8 bars I explain that phrase and then actually do it. Like Drake didn't do that, but he's more like a 50 because 50 is one of the king of rap beefs as well. But he's not layering you up in bars and all that stuff. He's just telling you ugly and you fat, like just like that. He's direct. That's what Drake do. That's his approach. So you know what I mean. Like I enjoyed that.
I think Drake got more. When it come to his like joints,
more poetic. It's more poetic.
Yeah, it's like
than 50,
it's like shit
but
that you kind of gotta like do a little research on and really get.
Yeah.
Like even from the push-ups joint where he was, what's the one joint? Drizzy Chippendale, probably gay a bitch Chanel. When you look at the Chippendale, that's a reference from I think it was like the squirrels that used to trick like a dog or something named Pluto. So Drizzy Chippendale is a shot at Future. Yeah, exactly.
or he could be like isn't Chippendales like the male strippers? The gay dudes?
That's not what he was from.
You sure? You sure about it?
Yeah, yes, bro. Yes.
You gotta pick your bars. See, bro? Pick your bars carefully. Pick your bars carefully.
You can see this though, right? You see that at that point?
Yeah, I just want y'all to understand that's not me.
That's you were doing that.
No, you were, bro. I got
in the beginning of the pod.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing.
I know the monster I am.
I'm not right. I'm not right up here. I'm with Kendrick.
But like even like in push-ups where he was like, your last one, Brick. You really ain't no shit. Like he was talking back to Silent Hill. You know what I mean? Like
They make
push these niggas out.
make excuses for you because they hate to see me lit. That's exactly what the fuck y'all two doing right now.
But like, you know,
That's crazy, bro.
How could you say I hate to see him?
I
lit?
love
I
Drake.
think he's the best entertainer of that generation.
in Family Matters, I feel like he did a good job at that. Like he did a good job at doing subtle shit that even me myself, I like the song, but I'll go back and find something days later, just like I was doing with Kendrick shit. Like finding out shit days later. Like it just happens. Like
Question for y'all. So when he said your daddy got robbed by Top, I'm guessing it's better like father like son.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
that shit was crazy.
Was that not a weird bar for him? It seemed like he was shooting at Wayne.
No.
It was weird.
No.
No.
I thought I did.
no,
I
'cause
did.
I
kinda
thought it
think
was
about
weird, and I'm like, I'm not trying to spin
Oh,
it.
I
but
get it though, because
I
how
understand.
Birdman did Wayne.
Birdman robbed Wayne,
Yeah.
but you're
Right,
trying to
right.
say it's the father like son because they had an album called Father Like Son.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I think it was more face level than that. I don't think he was trying to do.
But that's why again, bars was like,
Yeah,
bro.
I did think that bar was strange.
I thought it was strange, and it was like you smashed Wayne's girl while he was in locked up.
And bro,
That's weird.
I say to you,
I thought it was weird, and this is like, bro, it's like, bro, I love a good battle. I don't want somebody just to get beat the fuck up. Like I want it to be a good fight. Of course, y'all know who I want to win, but it's like, if Kendrick lost, I'd have went down with the ship.
yeah.
No, you would.
Yes, I would have. I wasn't gonna be out here saying Drake is amazing. That'll be the fucking day.
He wouldn't have admitted that he lost. At the end of the day, this shit was set up for Kendrick to win, bro. Like, let's not act like it was.
What? Hold on.
What?
When you say this shit was set up,
yeah,
what do you
break
mean
that
by
down.
that?
Hip hop has been wanting Drake to be dethroned for a while. Kendrick stepped up to the plate, therefore everybody was gonna be on his side regardless of what he put out.
No.
Now I'm not saying that that's the
No.
reason why he won, because he definitely did do his due diligence. He beat Drake when it came to bars. He beat Drake when it came to songwriting, narrative, dropping the actual hits, all that. He beat
Crafting
him-
a song.
He beat him in every aspect. But the narrative was definitely set up, and people were already against Drake. All Kendrick had to do was just put out a good product for people to actually back.
I don't think that's fair because when Push Ups and Taylor Made came out, it was Drake.
It
Oh,
wasn't.
This is why he the number one. Oh, I can't wait for Kendrick. Like
During that
if Drake
silence-
would have came with better music, niggas would not.
The only narrative was Kendrick is taking too long. That was the only narrative.
They was shooting at him a lot during that time.
Yes. What are we
I don't
talking
know what y'all
about?
niggas.
Like, is the whatever.
They were.
I will say-
they niggas was coming up to me a lot. Like, yo, where you man? I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, he can
That's
respond what he
different,
want.
bro. That's
Bro,
completely
we
different.
actually had conversations. Like, we was talking. I was telling him, I was like, yo, man, like, I don't, we was even talking. He was like, yeah, I don't even know. Like, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's why I appreciated, Taylor Made, because I feel like that did a good job at keeping that pressure, keeping that, like, because he was like, yeah, nigga, when you gonna drop? Like, yeah, nigga.
Where
like,
the
and I-
boogeyman at, nigga?
Yeah.
Then when
he-
it came out,
And this is
Yeah,
like,
that's the problem.
Okay.
Like when a good boxer is fighting a good boxer and shit like that, you know a boxer is good and shit, and you know he be beating niggas up. He get into the ring, if he fighting a boxer that's better than him, no matter what he does, the other boxer is gonna win. So I mean, that's just what we see. We see a good boxer. He just got in front of another good boxer and just lost. Like that's what it was. It was nothing more, nothing less. Drake isn't ass. None of this shit was trash. He's not. His bars ain't dumb.
But let's not say
that.
this narrative is set up for Kendrick to win. Because if he lost,
I ain't saying all that.
I'll say this: if Drake does this performance against any other rapper, any rapper,
it's over.
He wins hands down.
Yeah,
he wins hands down from beat selection to like from him being just that good. He wins clearly.
Push-ups would have been number one on the chart.
Man, like easily. But he was just going up against a nigga who was better.
It was just Euphoria.
And who also had hip hop on his side.
Euphoria just put a stop to a whole bunch of shit.
He's a Drake is a global artist.
Drake's audience is bigger.
But the thing is, Drake's global fans don't care about a rap beef. Kendrick's fan base actually gives a fuck about a rap beef.
Whose fault is that?
He shouldn't.
It's not about whose fault is anything.
So why are we bringing it up?
Because it's the fact that it was already a narrative that people didn't want to see Drake win.
Who?
Everybody already hopped out.
I think everybody
hopped out of the woodwork to all of a sudden hate Drake.
Hip hop purists didn't want to see it. They didn't want to see him. But that's
in the hip hop
that ain't
purists.
That ain't changed. That ain't ever changed.
But the hip hop purists is the people that control these most of the media outlets that actually give a fuck about a rap beef. Yeah, when it comes to look at. Kendrick was named the winner of this beef before he even dropped Not Like Us.
Because he had better songs.
Bro, after Meet the Grams, it wasn't
Meet the Grams is surgical.
I think
Not Like Us determined that he won. Meet the Grams did not determine that he won.
I think it did determine the win just because one of how
Meet
quick
the Grams determined the win.
If he had to make that song and not drop it 30 minutes after bruh dropped that, I would have been shook. As a Kendrick fan, I would have been super shook. But the fact that he had that joint ready, calculated, and stepped on it.
Meet the Grams is his punch back from Family Matters, and then Not Like Us is the haymaker that knocked him out.
Absolutely.
So I'm not saying that he won off of Meet the Grams. So you think Meet the Grams was the knockout and then Not Like Us and stumped him out?
To be honest,
no, I think Meet the Grams is Drake hit him with a clean right hook, and Meet the Grams is the counter uppercut that put you on your ass. And then Not Like Us is the victory lap around the ring.
So Not Like Us is him stumping him out.
Not Like Us is the victory lap.
That's pretty much
same different. Yeah. But I don't think it was a punch. I don't even it was just sprinkle on the top.
I think it's the way that it also got introduced too. Because timing is very important in this battle. Like
that is 100% true.
Family Matters was on its way to being
number one.
That shit.
It would have been number one.
A week,
bro.
At least
he would have just let that breathe for another. If he would just let it breathe for a day or two, it's a completely different narrative.
I agree.
Fam,
they running
letting
with
people
everything.
sleep on that. Mm-hmm. Letting people sleep on it. It's a completely different fight.
Him stepping on that
crazy
was the best war move of this whole thing.
Confirming I got leaks,
bro.
Confirming I got
niggas was up in the morning, like, and them shits dropped like late at night. My girl called me. She's like, "Yo, did you hear Kendrick's done? Same thing with you." Like,
I was on the West Coast.
I'm like, "What you talking about?" Like, no, he responded already. I'm like, in 20 minutes, nigga. It's I'll call you back. Click. Like, if he didn't do that at that moment, it would definitely be another story. But it's because he did that I feel like Meet the Grams played a huge part in it coming up. Like,
and I look at it, it was
the tone of the record too. It was very sinister, villainous, mystique,
diabolical,
bars, diabolical.
Even though
is this Magneto rapping,
bro?
Even though the other thing was like, okay,
hold on, what do you mean, okay, bro?
Because even when he said it, I didn't necessarily believe it. I was like, it doesn't matter to me.
It's not a good thing.
It didn't matter to me. What mattered was everything else. What mattered was his contacts in the rap, the beat, the way he came off, and every other verse except for the daughter verse.
So he's a bad liar, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying it doesn't matter if you're telling the truth or not because you're barring the fuck out of this nigga right now.
I look at it like it's the boogeyman popping out the closet, and then like he's known for whooping ass, and then he blows the smoke in. And he's like, what the fuck? And then nobody knows what's happening, and then you die.
I didn't get that at all. I'm so confused.
You know, like...
Hey, I'll just simplify for you. More Kendrick praise. That's pretty much what it is.
Nigga. Nah, it's like a rap battle. It's like you fight somebody, and then they take sand and throw it in your eyes, and it's like, is this a punch? Is this what? It's just like, wait, what the fuck's happening? And then you die.
That Meet the Graham shit, it remind me of the effect that like Back to Back had on Meek Mill shit. Like I can't even remember none of Meek Mill shit at this point. And Meek Mill revealed a lot of shit about Drake. The whole Diddy shit, all types of shit.
Yeah, the shit was trash. Half his song was a fucking reference track from Quentin Miller.
Well, I mean, hey, that song went crazy. It was a hit, and everybody forgot everything that Meek Mill said about that nigga almost until Kendrick resurfaced and shit.
Wait, but the writing shit?
Well, not the
Ghostwriters?
not the ghostwriting shit, but I'm talking about like the Diddy shit and all that stuff.
I didn't remember.
Yeah, Meek Mill.
So,
First of
brought
all,
that up.
starting off a track addressing my child is crazy.
Insane.
Dear my child is your first line?
It's crazy.
Nah.
And talking to your mom.
And his father.
Mom, I
I
hope your
think you
son
should
dies.
ask for more paper. More paper. And more paper.
I was gonna say, as a man, just like if somebody's calling your mom and telling like, "Yo, I hope your fucking son dies." Yo, I gotta see you.
That's crazy, bro.
I have to see you.
Never let a man piss on your leg, son.
Crazy.
Hold on, Dad. Why are you telling me this? Who pissed on whose leg?
I'm
Well,
at-
son, I gotta tell you
threw
a story.
nuke. He threw a nuke into his fucking family.
He was bringing up facts. The one lie, but that shit was facts.
I'll say it's more than one lie, but yeah, there were many facts too.
I feel like this rap battle is gonna cause ripple effects in this nigga's family for the rest of his life. When as his son grows up and it's just like you're just mad at your parents for no reason, and I know how to get under your skin. I could just play Kendrick in the house. I could go to my room and be mad and listen to like, Meet the Grams. That's crazy. You go to school. You go to school and other kids play this song. Oh, this your dad? Like, bro, it's going to like
Even
cause
the angle he
ripples.
took of, I'm speaking to these people, but I'm speaking to you, and these people are kind of would be the spearhead as to why I view you in this way. Like you're like
He said, "I hope your grandfather
yeah,
wore a
like
condom."
you now having a son, I now view you in a certain way because I don't think you're this type of man that should be raising a man. I view you in this way when it comes to how you treat women, so I'm going to speak to this by talking to your mom. Your blackness in the culture or their lack of, I'm going to speak to this by talking to your father.
The videos of his dad popping up were nasty. With some sick old nasty old man shit.
What happened?
Just pictures of his dad just like groping young joints. And just like trying to be macking and shit. It was bad. It was
That boy
bad.
Dennis, man.
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, that's
I think it's also interesting too because if Drake gets into any more battles, like his mother, father, and now son have been like staples in the growth of his image.
Yeah, this should be
You
his
know what I
last
mean?
battle.
Bro. Like
Shouldn't.
it's just he's gonna have to deal with that forever because you talk about your mom, dad, and your son in your music a lot. Like they're forever gonna be targets for you whenever you get into a battle now, especially the way this nigga just did this.
Well, that's how it is when it comes to battle, though.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nothing is off limits unless it's in the like rap battles and URL. Unless it's in the contract, then there's nothing off limits.
Y'all saw the new acronym for Drake?
Don't rap against Kendrick ever.
It's a new acronym. Can you pass me that water?
Hey, man.
Can we get to the nail in the coffin, please?
Thank you, sir.
We're not going over.
We just did.
No, I was going to say after because you said the nail in the coffin. So never mind.
You know what I meant by that.
They not. So when did Not Like Us come out? How many days after Meet the Grams?
3.
No.
Wait, like 1, right?
I thought it was less. Yeah.
Next day. Next
So
day.
the next day? Yo, this shit went by quick.
Yeah.
I remember
Shit was pretty much in the weekend.
that. Yeah, you're right.
Majority of it.
You're right.
Because
you're
I was
right.
on the phone. I was on that conference call with the Drake fans, and I was going to DC the next day. And that morning, that's when 616 in LA came out. I did the show. Then they was like, "Yo, I'm at the show. Yo, Kendrick dropped again." I'm like, "Oh." And then I was.
We was on the phone call.
Not Like Us. See,
Like
now
Us.
I listened to Not Like Us and Meet the Grams at the same time because I didn't listen to Meet the Grams right away. So I listened to Meet the Grams and then I listened to Not Like Us.
That's why you feel away. That's why you feel that way.
About
as far as like
Maybe not right
the-
after, but it was definitely the same night.
the same night. Because when I heard it, it was like it immediately stepped on all the juice that I gave Family Matters.
Because I heard Family Matters late too.
Huh?
That's understandable.
Yeah, it stepped on all. Then I was like, hold on. Let me double back to Family Matters, and it didn't hit the same.
Matter of fact, I think I listened to Family Matters and then listened to Meet the Grams right after. Yeah, I think that's how I did it. Because we were in like that's the thing. It always matters where you listen to things too. Because we was in like a getting ready to leave the house, like going out mood. So Family Matters, you know, it's kind of a bop, so it hit different. Whereas Meet the Grams didn't hit as hard until I listened to it like when I was in the airport the next day.
That's one of them joints that make you want to sit back down. It's like, whoa, wait a second, something just happened. But not like us.
The nail in the coffin. I expected this from Drake before Kendrick. I'm not.
Must have
gonna
known that beat, ho.
Yeah, once I heard that, I was like, "Oh, what's up?" I didn't even need to hear the song.
And then even the cover art, oh my.
Oh my god!
Any rap nigga, he's a freak though.
That we all. It's 10 out of
Tell a
10, bro.
nigga to the cross he walking
There's
like
a
a
response.
teaser.
To
They
what's
not like
happening.
us. They not like us. Nah. And I off rip, I'm like, yo, this is really some Bay Area West Coast
Yeah.
shit. Like he leaned into his region. Like, hey,
Like
if
another
y'all not
line
already
on
on my side, y'all definitely on my side now, cause y'all all about to bump
You
this
think the
shit.
Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga? Not me. You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga?
I think that
Nigga,
open
it's
show
gonna be your last
last stop,
stop,
nigga.
nigga.
That
So let's address the fact. This is how I also knew that the narrative was for Kendrick to win, and this is also when I knew that Kendrick won. Kendrick said one of the biggest pause lines of all time. Freaky ass nigga. He's a 69 guy. And he tripled down on it. Quadrupled down on that line. Nobody said pause, nobody said a word. I was like, oh yeah, he got it. He won.
Got the whole world saying,
it was
"Hey, yo,
clever. Again, it don't matter.
it wasn't clever.
It was clever. I turned the 6 guy into the 69 guy. Made a song about you touching the
Calling another
motherfucking
man a
little girl.
69 guy.
I don't care.
And
It's
that
a
was a-
response is a diss and it's funny. That's what I'm talking. It doesn't matter.
That was one of those Twitter
That matters.
It was hilarious, nonetheless.
statuses."
Was it? Oh, the
Yeah,
69
Yeah, the
guy?
69 guy.
I don't care.
It was,
I don't care.
it was all hilarious. This was
Perfect.
It's all fair in what Love and War. What's the whatever the quote?
All is fair in love and war.
Yo, that was one of those moments where it was just like you just made people dance to calling somebody a pedophile, which is unheard of.
And that was the big joker.
Unheard.
It was
of.
like, I'm gonna make this a bop, and the bop is gonna be me doubling down on you being a pedophile.
after the internet was been running with it all day.
That's
How,
crazy.
we literally just talked about it a month. Well, we didn't talk about it. People was talking about it a month ago how he's supposedly messing with Lotto's little sister.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see videos of him on stage from back in the day, which the girl cleared it up. With him trying to hug behind the girl that was 17. He's like, "Oh, but you thick though. You thick."
He kissed her way too many times.
Yeah, shit, bro. And then
Never
it's
even been
too.
on stage.
Come on, bro.
He was like, "Damn, I can't be going to jail yet." I was like,
said
"Hey,
that?
yeah."
Yo, he
Yeah,
was,
I was like,
wildin'.
"Yo,
I didn't even see that. Yo, that's,
he was wildin'.
Even if it's not true, just like the little girl shit, the daughter thing. Even if it's not true, it's clever, and we've already seen shit to where it could possibly be true. So I'm gonna fuck with it.
you see, now I had a different take on. You see what trying to hide a child did to you before entering a rap battle. There's no way you're about to enter a rap battle against your biggest opponent hiding another child. That's why I was like, bro, this shit can't be true.
That was one reason why I was like,
Yeah.
nah, this has to be fake.
I was like, if this is
That
true,
was
Drake
right.
is the biggest idiot of all time.
I think, I can't put it past him though. Because did you see when I think it was somebody posted a song of a version of Meet the Grams without the daughter verse, and Kendrick copyrighted it, and it was just like you ain't copyright nothing else. He let free copyrights on all the songs so that all the people can talk about it, make reaction videos and all that stuff without getting flagged. But you copyrighted somebody showing the version of him not talking about the daughter. So it's like you're really standing on that shit.
What do you think of Drake's narrative in the Heart Part 6 that they was feeding Kendrick Camp that false information?
I don't believe that in the sense just because it was just like people were trying to extend it to the whole all the stuff that he had in that cover art. Like he was saying, but you was referring to Ozempic, talking about you being jealous and all that stuff, and it's like they have those same things that you claiming you fed them. It didn't make sense to me.
I mean, I don't know if he actually fed him fake information. If he did feed him fake information, I think that's a great war strategy. But
amazing war strategy.
But it didn't play out how he may have thought it was going to play out. So it really kind of doesn't matter as much. I think naming it the Heart Part 6 was clever.
That's why I said the 616 in LA was his mistake. Because the Heart series is amazing.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. When I seen the Heart Part 6,
I thought it was over.
Like, oh,
I thought it was
Drake
over,
snapped.
bro. I thought it was over.
I was
like,
upset.
Drake snapped.
And the part it was the actual sixth part of it. I'm like, damn, bro.
I was
you can't even
genuinely
come out with
upset.
no more of these now.
I was genuinely upset because I love the Heart series
Yes.
that much.
The fifth one's fire.
But I'll say this: he could flip it. He could flip it and be like Drake's heart. Drake's heart.
You can say Heart Part 69.
The heart of Drake. The heart of Drake.
Heart, nah.
It could be the Heart of Drake in parentheses, the Heart Part 6.
Something. Either way.
But yeah, so when Not Like Us dropped, I was like, okay. I didn't think it was over, but I was like, Kendrick is definitely up, and Drake will have to come back with some shit. And when the Heart Part 6 dropped, I said Kendrick won. Because you had your opportunity to come back. I'm not one of them people who right now that's like, nah, bro, it's not over yet. Drake is still drop. He dropped, bro. He decided to drop. I was perfectly fine with him waiting a week or two, coming back with a 2-pack. I was perfectly fine with him waiting a little bit, letting Not Like Us die down or whatever was going to happen with it, and then coming and dropping.
Do you feel like the song in the end when he did that whole spiel, do you feel like that was him literally like just like bowing out? Because he said he
That's
don't
what
want
it
to.
felt like to me.
He didn't. He said I don't want to spot anymore.
He's not done.
I feel like this match is over. The first match.
The
first match is over.
This battle is over.
But it could happen again. His whole tone changed in that song, bro. Like,
yeah, I
He
just
was
feel like
unprepared.
you can kind of tell he was
came
kind
in
of
unprepared to
scrambling.
me.
Like the stuff that he was like trying to dog Kendrick for, like it's just like stuff that like you don't really dog people for, like you know what I mean? Like the whole like, oh, you calling me a molester? You was molested, like that's like, and then
using the song reference.
Fuck me! It was just like
horrible bar.
Like, that right there. It just like I was like
showing
that's an automatic L, and then on top of that too. Like it shows you kind of like misinterpreted the whole point of you saying that thing, and because the song you was talking about wasn't even talking about that. So it was like, bro, what it like it reminded. So I used to watch the show called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and it got Danny DeVito in there. There's a clip. I think I'll put it in. I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, like for years, I thought like I would never have to use this because I seen that years ago. I was like, I hope I never have to use this for an artist. And this beef started, and then boys said, "Oh, you gonna think that I like young girls or whatever." I was like, I might have to use this clip, but I hope I don't gotta use this clip. A couple songs later, Not Like Us dropped. I'm like, yo, I might have to use this clip, but I really don't want to have to use this clip. Then the Heart Part 6 dropped, and I gotta use the fucking clip. Why are you making a song about not being a fucking pedophile, bro?
Right.
Like, you just throw a line in there and then get to everything
exactly
else.
what I'm about to say, bro. You could throw like 4 or 8 bars in there, just addressing it, move on. That's what the whole song was about. It's like when I heard that, I was like, he cares more about the public perception and his endorsement deals and brand deals and being this quote unquote the greatest entertainer of all life and everything that comes with that versus the fact that he's in a war right now and he needs to come with some shit that's gonna actually help him win.
You know, this is how I looked at it exactly. When Tank fought Ryan and he got him with that nice body jab, and Drake is Ryan, he's just gotta sit down because it's too risky now. Like you create a narrative about me that could really fuck up the play. So
just like in the Push battle, I had to do a press release on me wearing blackface because you were gonna mess up my endorsements. You already stepped on my line that I had coming out for my child. You messing up my money too much, and that's where you gotta attack Drake because that's the biggest thing. Is like he has very deep pockets. I ain't gonna say deep pockets. He has a big bank. He has a big bank behind him that will give him any money.
And important partnerships. Very important partnerships.
And that's what it came down to. And I feel like he really responded because of the endorsements and the partnerships, and because his mom. I feel like your mom came like the kid was talking crazy to your mom. Mm-hmm. Your mom like, boy, you better go out there and say something. You don't want to go fight. You don't want to keep fighting. He already done whooped your ass. You got to go back outside.
It's like, I was just like, bro, after Kendrick did what he did, we needed the best version of Drake on the Hard Part 6. Like, we've all heard him rap way harder than that. We've heard him come so much crazier, pause. So it's like, why on the Hard Part 6, where literally this is the song that's going to make or break whether this battle is over or not, you chose this route. It's just like it was literally, bro, he was just unprepared. Like, he underestimated his opponent, which I don't know how he did that when it's been brewing forever. Regardless of if you didn't think this opponent was on your level and you had this big ego and you was arrogant, you still should have had so much in the tuck just to kill him because of how long this has been feuding. And this is the thing that everybody's been wanting to see in rap for the past 10, 15 years.
I can see why he underestimated.
No, bro.
Yeah, it's on some real shit. Like, bro, Drake has dealt with every rapper, or every rapper wanted to, at some point wanted to be him, feature with him. He's controlled rap for a while. And then there was one person who just like really doesn't really care about the accolades of a rapper. The whole crew, they don't fuck with rapper shit. But you thought he was just gonna be just like everybody else. All the other rappers be fake, lying about shit, and just like not really about what they say. You thought he was just like one of them. Nigga, you're wrong. You were wrong.
But my thing is, bro, it's just like, if you've been in all these wars, you've been in all these battles, right? Why do you think that this person, while, like that drop, then you drop push-ups? You don't know when he recorded like that, right? So for all you know, like that could have been recorded months ago. Like months prior to the album even dropping. Kendrick knows, us just knowing Kendrick, he knows that when this record drops, it's on and popping, right? So from then on is when he's writing. He didn't start writing when you drop push-ups. So why like, it boggles my mind that he even like thought that way, or even just wasn't prepared, bro. And that's just that.
Oh, I was gonna say too, because the word is he got some shit that's supposed to drop, but like this whole Toronto shit, pushed it back. But like, if out to say unprepared, like as if he didn't have anything, it could be that. But I'm just giving the benefit of the doubt as a Drake fan again. I'm Kendrick one, of course, we address that, but I'm at the core, I do really fuck with Drake sonically. And I understand that, like, I feel like he felt like he needed to address that pedophilia shit too much. So he might have already had some other crazy shit in the tuck ready to come out, but he was like, man, this is too pressing. Let me just try to attack this. And got fumbled, started tripping over his feet and said, fuck it, I'm gonna drop this. And then it just wasn't it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just a miscalculated move. You know what I'm saying?
He misplayed his hand.
He got hit with the body shot.
If he had more stuff in his hand.
Yeah, especially if
everybody, when you get hit with a body shot, you breathe a little different. And with all the shit that you got, the shit that he's saying, we're literally chanting about your pedophilia. At that point, it was to choose your career over the battle and just take the L, because it is what it is. He's still Drake at the end of the day. You can't take away everything he did. You can't take away how great he actually is.
Hey, bro, he stepped up to the plate too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And on top of that,
he provided one of the best. This is one of the best rap. Like I said, I've been alive.
Exactly.
Even just that weekend in general, I can only imagine if I actually was like in real time, like y'all was, and like, oh, this just dropped, that just dropped.
And bro, they shut this shit down for a whole month. Just these two. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody dropping when these two was. What? Come on, bro.
Hey,
like,
Gunna just dropped some shit.
Well, yeah, he did, but this shit is over now, so it is what it is.
That's true.
But yeah, man.
I
don't want to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kendrick supposed to have did a interview, so I'm excited. I seen the picture of that. I'm excited to see what that's gonna be.
With who?
Peter Rosenberg.
Rosenberg, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I was just like, honestly, like,
it's gonna be corny. You gotta go to Joe.
You still gonna watch it though?
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I wish you went to Joe Budden.
My thing,
right, bro. You could have went to Rap Radar or something.
Should have went to Sway.
Sway is not the answer all the time.
Right, not there.
But I'm as somebody he sat with Pac and Biggie. He sat with people who had the other biggest rap beef in history. Sit with him. He's like a hip hop historian. Sit with him.
I feel like Sway don't ask the questions I need to hear. That's why I say Joe Budden, because he don't care. He will ask whatever.
He could do both. He could
Or
go
rap.
on.
He
He could
could
go
have
on
did
a
Rap
full
Radar
question.
too. I like Rap Radar.
I wouldn't do Rap Radar just because I feel like they're Drake bias.
No,
I won't say that.
Who they probably have one of the best interviews with him.
that doesn't mean that they're Drake biased.
Industry bias.
I think so.
I don't know, because didn't Elliot do a thing with two other people, and they was talking about it. I don't think he's very biased with Drake at all.
Yeah,
But
Elliot doesn't strike me as a biased person at all, or a B dot.
B dot maybe not. I can't speak for Elliot.
So the conclusion is Kendrick won, right? Handedly. So let's just rank the tracks from this feud. So we have. Are we counting like that? Does that count?
I say no.
Nah. Okay.
just from what they dropped,
Yeah.
So we got Euphoria.
Starting from push
We got Push-Ups, Euphoria, 616 and Push-Ups, Tailor Made, Euphoria, 616 in LA, Family Matters,
Meet the Grams.
Meet
Not
the
Like
Grams, Not Like
Us.
Us, The Hard Part 6.
worst to best or best to worst?
Worst, I think it'll be easier to agree on worst to best, yeah.
I agree.
Worst, Tailor Made,
Can agree.
I'll say 16.
616.
I'll say Taylor Made.
That's tough.
It's
I'm
those two, though. It's probably those two.
I mean, for y'all, I'm gonna say
Go with
out of
yours.
those two, I honestly put push-ups down there.
For the worst one?
Yeah.
Damn, you was just big. Okay, never mind. I ain't gonna get into
Bro.
it. You got it. Sorry.
Push-ups is the next worst one for me.
I'm talking about personal, like what I listen to.
Mhm.
I don't listen to push-ups more than anything else.
Understood.
All right, we could just do individual then.
Yeah,
I feel
it might
that'd
be
faster.
easier.
Boom. So I got Family Matters, Euphoria, Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, Push-Ups, 616, Tailor Made. That's 7, right? I thought it was 8 of them. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
So Push-Ups, 616 in LA, The Hard Part 6, Tailor Made.
wait. So nobody talked about the shit Drake dropped on his story. Because when he dropped Family Matters, he dropped 3 songs at that time. No, 2 songs. Like he did one just straight on the story. I didn't see that one.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he had another song that everybody just skipped over.
It was like a parody or some shit.
Nah, it was a real song. Like it was raw. At the beginning, he was like acting like Kendrick, like mocking his flow, like how he used to.
Oh, where he remixed the joint from Take Care. When I was it was like the interlude from Take Care.
Buried Alive interview.
Yeah,
interlude.
yeah, that
Oh, he's
joint.
mimicking
word, that's what that
funny.
was?
Yeah.
That I heard it was funny.
He basically that's exactly how Kendrick rapped on that song for Drake's album.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
thought
ain't
was
gonna count
on
that.
We going top rank?
Mm-hmm.
Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, Family Matters, Euphoria, The Heart Part 6, 616, 616. Would that make Taylor Made last? Or did Taylor Made freestyle last?
Tomorrow, you going or you want me to go?
You could go ahead.
So we're going top to bottom now.
Mhm.
Favorite song all of it is definitely Not Like Us. After that, I'm going to go Euphoria. Then I'm gonna go Push-Ups. Then I guess I'll go Family Matters. Then Tailor Made 616. Am I missing one? I think that's all of them.
The Hard Part 6.
Oh, the Hard Part 6 is I put 616 last, and I put the one before the last one, Hard Part 6. Just didn't really care for it too much, especially that rant at the end. I was like, shut the fuck up. You lost. You lost.
So for me, I had to look at the list. There's too many of these songs to remember off the head. Euphoria is number one. Like, just because of what it was as a comeback. Not Like Us, number two. That shit is just about The Family Matters 3 for me. After that, I'm gonna go Meet the Grams. Then I'm gonna do Tailor Made. Then I'm gonna do 616. Then after that, I'm gonna do the Hard Part 6, and then Push Ups.
Well,
That's all, folks.
it was fun while it lasted.
It's fun. So what do you think?
I think there's gonna be more.
Yeah. What do you think comes from all of this now? What's the aftermath of the situation?
Not
The
Like Us.
aftermath of the bars.
There'll be a
Song
video.
of the summer.
There will be a video for
Not
Not
Like
Like
Us.
Us going into the summer.
For sure.
Anytime
Shit, it might be a video for like that too.
anytime there's beef, there will be a video made or something.
Think it's gonna be a remix?
Probably not. We didn't even talk about BBL Drizzy. That was a pretty good song. It was a pretty good tune.
I didn't even hear it.
It's pretty
Really?
funny.
That's a nice little beat.
Metro should have stayed out of that.
But
He
one
shoulda-
thing-
he shoulda
Metro,
quit.
shut your ass up and make some
He
He
It
shoulda
started
quit.
from damn near Metro.
I'm saying
Low-key.
like, cause y'all seen
Low-key.
all them shit, the tweets and shit.
Yeah.
Metro should have just shut the fuck up.
I really want to know what Drake did to these niggas, bro.
But I think
I
it
was
comes
like,
down
bro.
to like unspoken music industry shit. That's one thing I did want to touch on during our podcast was nobody wants to talk about the people. Kendrick is technically still on Interscope, which is the same people funding Drake at Universal. Like the billionaire, the guy sitting at the top of the music industry, has made money off both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm really like reframing myself from drawing a too big of a microscope on those type of people. But it's just like, fam, if you really, really want to take it to that next level, the independent aspect has to be highlighted.
Bless you. Bless you.
Plus, and he could draw some attention to.
God bless you.
I think that's me saying I shouldn't speak on it. Let me shut the fuck up.
So you were saying Drake or Kendrick more so on the independent? Or both?
Drake's never gonna.
Yeah,
Drake
he
had
can't.
his opportunity to do that. He'll never do that.
Yeah, you can't no more.
Yeah. I feel like the aftermath of all this, Not Like Us song of the summer. I think Drake. I really want Drake to just take a break from putting out music, not because of the battle, but really because I do feel like we've got an overload of Drake for the last 15 years. And the nigga said himself that he's gonna take a break after the tour. Never did it. So I don't mind not hearing Drake for a while, but when he comes back to your regular routine.
How do you think he comes back from this? Just by staying silent for a while?
No, it's not gonna be too. I'm not gonna lie. It might be the end of the week. He might put out something at the end of the week because he ain't off the Instagram or nothing. He's
Good
still,
R&B
He's
tunes.
still making jokes. Yeah, it's just now. I think some people he might not be doing as many features. It's gonna be some people that, as you can see clearly, not really signing with him no more. And if the rumors is true about the industry trying to push him out a little bit, it could go different. I think he needs to work on actually pushing the artists under his label. Because Party Next Door album was not that great.
That shit was fire.
That
You
shit was
wild.
That shit was heat.
That shit was
shit
not that
was
great.
I
fire.
like that joint. You
Yeah.
gotta listen to that joint in order.
I did, and he
You gotta
undersold.
listen to it again.
I will.
Yeah.
He undersold me, bro. I'm sorry.
Light a candle.
That's,
You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
Not a candle.
Bottle
lose
of
my
wine.
mind. That
joint
shit.
is
That cool.
fire.
That shit was cool, but
It's a story. He's telling a story.
Yeah, that shit.
I know. But
That shit was tough.
again, the
No,
music.
what did Kendrick say about Party Day? He said he was like sniffing coke
Party
or
at the
some
party is playing with his nose now, nigga. That's why I'm like, I could tell because the music ain't really. Yo, this nigga.
That's crazy.
shit. Yo. I just think he gotta come back with a hit. I think he should chill for a little bit and just come back with a hit. Yeah. Nah, yeah, Drake. That's all you gotta do.
Before we go, do you think it was weird that many artists weren't sticking up for him?
No, I don't. And I hate that people keep bringing that up.
Why is that not weird? For DJ Khaled to not say anything is weird.
Why would he say anything? What drama does he get into?
Drake didn't provide him with mad hits.
Yeah, but that's business. Why am I getting into y'all niggas having a personal feud and a personal war? this isn't my beef. Why am I stepping into it? We aren't best friends.
That's weird to me.
That's not weird. We aren't best friends, bro.
It's off brand too. Khaled don't even get into no drama regardless of who it is, even if it got to deal with him.
If a person we had on a podcast is now in a feud with somebody else and they are now attacking their character, who am I to come out and say something when I've met this person only based off of business and met them one time? This isn't my friend just because we've done business together or we've created together. It's not on me to put my brand out there to then defend them in the biggest rap feud in the past 20 years.
They got a business relationship. So
Relationship.
You would want to keep that good. You would want
Drake is still going to be Drake. So therefore, if I need him on my album, I'm still going to have a hit once he gets on my album. There's no need for me to put my neck out there and defend him.
If he gets Drake on his next album, how many artists do you think will not send in verses?
Maybe one, Kendrick.
Cut it out like Kendrick gonna be on a Khaled album.
Okay, so then none.
He might have been on one.
There's nobody that's gonna say I'm not getting on Khaled's album because Drake is on it.
Do you hear this?
Nobody's gonna say that.
Yeah, I agree with Dante.
There's nobody's gonna say that.
Future's not gonna.
He will still be on the album.
That's cap.
He won't be on the song that Drake is on.
Future
Obviously,
got like
still
7 songs on every Khaled album.
Bro, he's still gonna be on the album.
Yeah. And plus,
especially if the money.
You know what? Know what? Something you brought up? Future 21 tension, right? There's Future 21 tension. It's been that for a while. Mm-hmm. They were both on 2 albums ago. They were both on Khaled's album. Future didn't say I didn't want to be on the album because 21's on it.
They had tension and were on tour together from the beginning, so that's irrelevant.
It's still tension with somebody, and I'm still on the same album. Bro, niggas is not gonna say I don't want to be in a Cali album because Drake is on it.
I think they will.
That's not the case. And I don't think that. And I'm not looking at people.
If it's true,
I'm not looking at people a certain way.
It's
I'm not looking at people a certain way because they not putting their neck out there to defend somebody.
I agree.
I got a brand. I got a brand and everything to uphold. I got a brand and everything to uphold now.
I think we also got to keep in mind too that this whole thing started with a Metro Drake issue that became a Future Metro Drake issue that turned into like that. And if it stemmed from that, I'm not getting involved with whatever the fuck y'all got issues with this man for. Because this man apparently does it a lot to a lot of people, whatever he did. Which and people saying is, me. People, yeah, like, so they ain't got, people, you know, Drake, everybody say Drake be going after niggas, girls and shit. And if that's true, I'm really not getting involved. Because 2 things that I get a nigga to move or killed is pussy and money. Mm-hmm. I ain't getting involved. And he got to deal with
no
that.
Label quote from 360.
Thank you.
That's a figgity.
That's a fact.
I'm not surprised Khaled didn't say anything though, only because he's Palestinian.
Yeah, I was about to say that shit. So if he didn't say nothing about that, do you really think he about to come out and say something about Drake?
Dead ass.
But I do think it's weird that like you ain't got no industry friends. Like all these people are just work associates. Like that's weird to me.
Well, I mean,
and I don't know if nobody said anything. See, because I haven't been on social media.
Maybe outside the game.
I haven't been on social media.
What about that girl, the Kill Bill girl?
I'm saying this, right?
Academics.
Music industry.
I get what you're saying in that aspect of like outwardly speaking out, like, hey, don't say nothing about this guy, like, you know, not like that. But like, I mean, I don't expect anybody to be doing that for Drake at this point. But what I do see is like he still gets social interaction. Different artists when he drops a diss, sharing a diss and like saying fire. It's people still interact with Drake. Like
I seen Genius post a few reactions.
Yeah, like even besides Genius, like even other artists.
21 Savage had a show. Well, he's playing Genius Drake. He's encouraging the crowd to sing the Drake songs.
Exactly.
Like niggas don't have to openly be like, "Yo, this my man's. He not a pedophile." Because guess what? No one know what that does. Let me see what you've done in the past now.
Yep.
So let me stay out of it so you can't bring up what I may have or may not have done in the past.
A lot of these artists got some nasty work.
Yep. For sure.
That's true.
This was fun.
It was. Emergency episode. We said we wanted to be a part of history. Nell brought it up. He's like, yeah, we might have to do another episode. I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't think we need to. And then after this weekend, I was like, yeah, might have to. Wanted to be a part of history. There was people that were looking for our opinions. So definitely appreciate y'all.
Shout out to DC.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. DC.
People was recognizing us. For the
podcast. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the my students at Nary University too. They be listening to the pod now.
Shout out to Performing Arts.
Oh,
Shout out to Performing Arts.
We didn't even make that post yet. We got to make that post.
Yeah, definitely.
I was a little iffy because of the job situation, but I was just like, you know what, we could drop it.
I'm gonna be back on the gram in like a week, so
Shout out to all the graduates too. It's graduation season.
mm-hmm.
Everybody's doing their graduation.
Be careful, man. Graduation season. It gets spooky outside.
For sure.
Safe.
That merch is coming soon.
What's that? June 1st?
June 1st, no label merch pop up, living proof. There will be a lot more information to come out. There will be more content to come out, but
You'll see it. You'll see this.
you will for sure. Can't wait. Can't wait, man. Any last words? 360, Maro, Nell? Besides a yawn?
Oh shoot. I mean, honestly, man, like, I don't know. I do want to say something. Like, regardless what side you on in this beef,
Pause.
regardless what side you on, like, if you are an artist, a producer, or anything like that, like, regardless of what side you on, this is a masterclass at how to put together music, how to use your voice and your tone as a tool in your songs and win people over just based off that. Like, you can look at Kendrick and you can look at Drake because they're both masters at that. So if all else fail, look at it like that and, take it as your own homework to pick your game up a little more.
Agreed.
For the DJs.
See, for the DJs, hey, nigga, it's lit outside, nigga. Not like us. What you talking about? I just played for the Uville graduation like a couple days ago or whatever. And they told me to play clean music, and I only had the dirty version. Even the administrators was going up. Like it was lit. So, hey, Drake, if you got a banger, bro, put it out, because I just like good music. And I just really hope that, everybody stay safe. I love both artists, Drake and Kendrick. Yeah, man, it's good hip-hop, bro. And I think everybody on the internet should calm the fuck down. Just please calm the fuck. It's not that deep. Like, don't nobody need to be going and having arguments about two people we don't know. So just enjoy the music, man. Peace to the world. Pray, and yeah, I'm outside this summer, so
That's a fact.
I'm outside.
And just a second on that, like, one of my best friends is Drake Stan. We're talking about that will never go between, like, our friendship as people as men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't ever get it confused for the energy you see on camera. Like, I see him outside, he better have that same energy. Fam, I'm a human. I don't know these niggas. Like, it's hilarious.
They are not your savior.
Literally. And it's just like, man, shit, they not like us.
No label exclusive. We out. We didn't say peace.
Peace.
I just threw it up.